YouTube, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be going over and giving some tips on how to unlock gold on the MP40 very quickly. These steps that I'm going to go over today can really work for any SMG, so definitely take that into consideration when you're trying to work on some other ones. So with Vanguard, the camo challenges aren't that difficult. They are just very time consuming in this game compared to other Call of Duties. As you guys are going to notice, you have to get your weapon to level 70 in order to unlock all the camo categories. So obviously getting your weapon to level 70 definitely takes some time, and once you finally get there, you have to start doing these challenges. But with that being said, the camo challenges aren't that difficult, but in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys tips and tricks to help you get that gold camo even quicker. So with that, let's start off by looking at all the camo categories and seeing what we have to do. So starting us off with our first set of challenges, all we have to do is just get 400 kills using the weapon. Now evidently this is definitely one of the easier ones. This will just naturally come as you're trying to get every other one and level up the gun. So moving on to the second category, all we have to do is get 100 headshots with the weapon. And in a little bit I'm going to be going over a great way to get headshots easily with no problem at all. But this is one that's just going to naturally come because you're always going to get some headshots here and there. So moving on to the third category, all we have to do is get 50 multi-kills. So all this is getting double kills and triple kills. This is naturally going to come as well. And it's only 50, so it won't take that long. So moving on to the next category, you got to get 30 Bloodthirsties with the weapon, which is just a 5 kill streak. This one can be a little bit difficult, but I'm going to give some tips to help you guys out. So moving on to the next category, all we have to do is get 100 long range kills. This one isn't too bad, and I'm going to give some spots on certain maps to help you guys get this quick. So for the next set of challenges, all you got to do is get 100 point blank kills, and this one is going to come a lot easier than you think, and that's because most of the kills that you get when you're up close, especially since you're using an SMG, are point blank kills. So moving on to the next category, all you got to do is get 100 hip fire kills. Like with all the other challenges, I'm going to give you guys a great tip to getting these hip fire kills very quickly with ease. So these next 3 sets of challenges are a little bit different than what we're used to. It tells you 3 specific attachments you have to use, and you have to get 100 long range kills using those attachments. So for the next set, it's pretty similar. You have to use 3 specific attachments it tells you to use. Then you have to get 100 kills without taking damage from your opponents first. So for the next category of camos, it's going to be the same exact thing. You just have to get 100 headshots with the 3 specific attachments it tells you to use. So now that we went over all the camo categories, let me tell you what game modes you guys need to be playing for each one. Now for most of these challenges, hardcore is going to be your best friend. It's going to make your life significantly easier to get these things done. The specific game modes you're going to want to be playing within hardcore is domination and hardpoint. Now the reason I suggest these 2 game modes is because a lot of people like to focus on playing the objective. So with that being said, it keeps them distracted somewhat, and this gives you more of an ability to get those kills that you need. Also, feel free to make your preference assault or blitz because this gives you more opportunities for kills since there's more individuals in the game. Now you may be asking why are we playing hardcore, and that's simply because to get those long shots and headshots, it only takes 1 or 2 bullets, and it's going to be significantly easier, especially when you're using an SMG. So let's talk about the loadout that you're going to want to use while you're going through this process. This right here on screen is going to help you get the job done for all these challenges. For the specific attachment ones, just sub those out and run the rest of them. But overall, this is going to be the most dominant class setup to help you get all these done in the quickest way possible. So let's start off with some tips to help you get those headshots out of the way. So what you're going to want to do when you get in the game is work the outskirts of the map and get behind your opponents. Once you do this, you're going to be able to get easy headshots because your opponents don't have a mini-map and don't know where you're coming from. And on top of that, it only takes 1 to 2 bullets to actually kill them, so you can keep moving very quickly around the map to keep getting more. Now guys, in general, you should always be aiming for the head somewhat because a lot of the time you're just going to get those easy headshot kills that you didn't expect, and it's going to make your life a lot more easier when it comes to getting these 100 headshots and then the next 100 headshots with 3 attachments done. So when you're playing hardcore to get these challenges done, movement is really everything, so it's definitely important to stay to the outskirts of the map and consistently get behind your opponents to get those easy free kills. Now when you're getting behind your opponents to get these headshots, it's also a perfect opportunity to get those hip fire kills and those point blank kills. Hip fire kills are going to come very easy in hardcore, especially if you're trying to get them, since it only takes 1 to 2 bullets to kill your opponent. But moving on to the long range kills, this is what you're going to want to do. Find a spot somewhere on the map where you know you can get them and you know where people run consistently. As you guys see, this is a very popular alleyway that I'm sitting at in this map, and people are always consistently running through here, so it's an easy spot to get long shot kills. And like I said before, since we're playing these objective game modes, players aren't always aware and they're just running, so this is an easy spot to just get these free picks off them. If you're consistently going to these spots on the map to get these long shot kills, you're going to get anywhere between 20, 25, or maybe even more depending on how popular the area is where players run. And for long shots specifically with an SMG, this is why hardcore really comes in handy because it only takes 1 to 2 bullets and you really don't have to worry about getting hit markers. If you get lucky, you might find someone on the other team that's going for long shots too and is always going to the same spot, and it's just an easy way to keep getting free kills as long as you outplay them. Alright, so moving on to the 35 kill streaks that you have to get with the weapon. I have 2 ways that you can do it depending on your play style. Either you play very slow and camp back and get the 5 kills, or you rush up and get in their spawn and play around their spawn to get the 5 kills. Now like I said, that it's definitely dependent on how you play, but when you're playing these objective game modes such as is hardpoint and domination, it tells you when your opponents are on the objective. So you can find a spot near those objectives to take advantage of you knowing your opponents are on them in order to get those 5 kills. It might be a little slower of a process, but you'll eventually get it. Now, if you're more of an aggressive player, you can definitely run around their spawns if you know how they work to keep them trapped and to easily get those 5 kills quickly. With our case, since we are using an SMG, it can be beneficial for you to push their spawn aggressively in order to get those 5 kills, but it all depends on how you want to play. With that though, you don't have to play hardcore if you prefer to play core, but if you do plan to play slower, obviously using an SMG it can be beneficial since it only takes 1 to 2 bullets in hardcore. Alright, so moving on to the point blank kills and the hip fire kills. As I briefly said before, you're definitely going to want to work your way around the map on the outskirts and get behind your opponents to get these easy kills. But as you guys see from this gameplay, if you're going for those hip fire kills, it's definitely pretty easy since it only takes a couple bullets in hardcore. So I wouldn't really worry about them because they're going to come very easily. And with the point blank kills, all you got to do is just get up close and personal and shoot them in the back. So another overall tip to help you level up your gun very quickly is to definitely activate those double XP tokens. Now I know you definitely don't have many in Vanguard, but if you have some extra from Warzone, if you load up Warzone and activate one, then load back into Vanguard, that double XP token will be activated in Vanguard for you to upgrade your weapon. So definitely take advantage of that because I know I have a lot left over from Warzone and Cold War, so I definitely recommend you do as well to level up the weapon you're looking to get gold. So there you guys have it. These are my tips to helping you get your MP40 or any SMG gold very quickly in Vanguard right now. I definitely recommend that you follow all these tips, especially when playing hardcore, because it will help you out a lot and save you a lot of time. But with all that, guys, if you did go on to enjoy today's video or found it useful, definitely let me know by dropping a like and comment down below. It is always greatly appreciated and it helps out the channel a lot. And of course, guys, if you are new around here, I'm going to be posting a lot of Vanguard content throughout the year, so if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely feel free to subscribe to never miss out on one of my videos. So with all that, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.